Hey guys, today we are taking a look at some of the different streaming or recording software that you can use for your gaming. And so I just want to go over some of the ones that I have used and my opinions on them for you. First one that I ever used was Raptr. It was pretty easy to set up, has some different options here. I had a few issues with some of them actually working. I know they have improved some of that lately, getting some of it to work and fixing some of those errors, but I think they still have a little ways to go before they can become a good competitor with some of the other ones. But just show you here quick, not a whole lot as far as settings, very simple, very easy to connect to your Twitch channel. You can have some different options as far as settings, very quick, or if you want to get do some more personalized, which you can easily change that without going to the custom anyway. One issue I did notice is that no matter what one you're on, if you are going to try and stream, you cannot have the resolution at 100% or it will not work. Many times I got just a black screen and just audio, or there's issues. Maybe I was doing something wrong, not sure. So I went looking for a different service because of that. But I did like how user-friendly Raptr was as far as in-game Twitch comments popping up as you play and being able to communicate easily with them with that. But the next one I tried after that was OBS. Here are the settings for OBS, and there's the actual one there. But it's a much more detailed settings. So still you can make your profile, different settings you can put in here. For me, who getting new into it, a lot of this I didn't know what it meant, and so I just had to use a guide to try and set it up. Here you can connect to your Twitch still pretty easily just by putting in your stream key, which you can really just give to anyone so they can stream to your channel. Still pretty simple as far as setting all this up and getting your resolution and setting up personal hotkeys and what you want. Still a lot of settings. I'm not a big fan of it. I like stuff that you turn it on and it works. So I didn't do a whole lot with that one. After which I went to FFsplit, which I'm actually currently using to record this, as I find it to be pretty easy for screen capture type recording and streaming. My favorite, which I'll talk about in a minute, is Xsplit, which is very easy to use. Now I'll just go ahead and show you some of the options. It's still got quite a few options as far as setting it up, but not quite as much as OBS does. Still pretty easy to set up your Twitch channel, very easy to connect, with stream key again. Is how I did it, as the connect was not working when I tried to set it up. Go ahead and do your video resolution and everything there. Again, I also found a guide on how to set this all up. And same, you can set up hotkeys. So this one did work rather well for me. The one thing I did not like about it was that I could only get it to work in the screen capture mode. So for any games to actually get recorded and pop up on the screen that I'm streaming or recording, I would have to change the game mode to full screen windowed instead of just having it windowed. Given in most games it actually does not look different, I'd rather not have to go into the settings and change it on each game just so I can stream it. So then I also heard that Xsplit has a free version as well, so I went ahead and downloaded that. Turned out I actually had a 2-week free trial because of my graphics card, so I was currently using the full version, but looking at the differences, it's going to be, for what I'm using, it's going to be pretty similar experience when I'm out of the trial. But as far as setting it up, it was very smooth. Just set up your Twitter, your Twitch. You can use there too, your YouTube. Very easy to connect. Settings, very simple. You're just picking resolution. You know, you're picking your mic, your camera if you want one where you want it to show up. You can set up your hotkeys however you want. But that's about it. None of these other settings on some of these other ones of all this encoding and all these other random settings where for someone like me who is not extremely technical to know what all of this means, it's not really something I want to get into with messing around with. Where this one, I just turned it on and it worked. I didn't have to change my game mode. It worked whether it was full windowed, or even the regular just full screen mode. Any game I seem to pop up, it automatically turns on and just it works for me. It records very well and gets good quality picture, good quality resolution. Another thing I really like about it is that it shows the game FPS and the CPU load on your screen for you. So some people have downloaded other services to try and track your FPS while you're in game. This one very easily just pops up for you on any games and shows you what it's doing. So Xsplit by far has been my favorite. It's worked the best. It's free. I haven't paid anything for it, and certainly you can do the paid version, and that offers some other things like in-game chat with Twitch and different things that some services such as Raptr do offer for free. But for me, I value the quality of the picture a little bit more, and so this is the one I like to use best, and the one I will be continuing to use until I see maybe if Raptr tries to upgrade and gets its system just as good as this, then I would consider going back. But so far I'd say this is one to go with if you want a nice simple setup, very easy to use. I'd recommend it.